welcome to today's vlog. It's all about dairy and why I decided to give it up. So, you know that I love to research things and I make all my decisions based on my intuition. And things have been kind of catching my eye either in newspapers or magazines or online about dairy and the effects that it has on our body. And I'd always noticed throughout the years that whenever I eat dairy, I just don't feel well after it. I'm not lactose intolerant or anything like that. I've been tested for it. I just don't think, in my opinion and in my experience, that the human body is designed to break down cow's milk. So what I did was I did an experiment. And I just said, okay, I'm gonna cut dairy completely out of my diet and see how it affects me. Well, within days, I noticed a difference. So then I started to research more into it, and I realized that one really interesting thing that I read was that the top lifestyle for losing weight is actually veganism. Now, I'm not a vegan. I love my chicken, I love my fish, I love my eggs, and I have no intentions of giving them up. But one big thing, obviously, that's part of veganism is no dairy. Beyonce is vegan, I learned that recently, and Khloe Kardashian, not a fan of the Kardashians, I have to say, but Khloe's transformation, I mean, she does look absolutely incredible, and she cut dairy out of her diet, and I mean, look at that girl, whoa. So, yeah, in my experience with dairy, it's that the human body gets very bloated. The dairy inflames the digestive system. It makes it create lots of mucus, and also lots of mucus kind of in the sinuses and stuff like that. And when I cut it out of my when I cut it out of my what word am I trying to think of? Cut it out of my menu, oh my god, I'm having a total brain fart. Cut it out of my diet. What is wrong with me? When I cut it out of my diet, I noticed a huge difference. I noticed that I wasn't as bloated in my tummy, my skin improved, and I just felt better. And what I did was I replaced all the dairy. Now, I didn't actually realize how much I was there. I don't really have that much dairy in my diet. And it wasn't until I cut it out that I realized how much was actually in it. Between like getting cappuccinos, putting milk just into coffee, butter on things, cheese, just in general, I actually consumed an awful lot more dairy than I actually thought. So what I did was I swapped out the milk for coconut milk. And this is the one that I chose. Get it in the supermarket, and it means now when I go and I get a coffee somewhere, I get a coconut milk latte, and if they don't have that, then I ask for almond milk, and if they don't have that, then I'll just get an Americano. So there's categorically absolutely no dairy whatsoever, no milk in my diet. I don't use butter, I use coconut oil instead to cook. I tried vegan cheese on an omelette recently, could not tell the difference. Absolutely no way. I would have thought it was cheddar if I had to do it in a blind taste test. And for me, just cutting out dairy has just been one of the best decisions I ever made for weight loss, for my skin, for not feeling bloated in my tummy. And as an experiment, it has proved to be one of the best things that ever happened to me. So I'm just throwing it out there as an experiment for you to look at. If you are a dairy eater at the moment, look at how many times are you pouring milk out of a carton, or cream, or eating cheese, or yogurts. We are absolutely mad for the yogurts in Ireland, and they are, oh, in my opinion, if you're on a weight loss journey, cut the yogurts. I mean, then people say, well, what's the alternative? Oh, and I'm always saying, well, if you're a dairy eater, have the Greek style yogurt and add in some fruit and cinnamon instead. But try life without dairy and see how you get on. And for me, it has been really, really life-changing. Just read up some stuff about it on the internet. It's fascinating. And all I can say is that it has worked for me, and people often associate going, oh God, well, if I cut out dairy, where will I get my calcium? There's loads of other sources of calcium in loads of green vegetables, lots of different beans, and lots of different fruits and everything. You can easily get your calcium in without having dairy in your diet. So throwing it out there, you can use your own intuition to decide and experiment with it if you want, but all I can say is it has massively worked for me. So thanks again for watching today's vlog, and I'll see you again back here tomorrow at 6. My vlog series is brought to you with thanks to my very kind sponsor, Havana Skin Clinic. They are specialists in laser hair removal, laser treatments, microneedling, microdermabrasion. They do it all. They've got 3 clinics in Dublin, one in the city centre in the IFSC, one in Dundrum, and the other one is in Swords. If you'd like more information, check out their website. It's havanaskinclinic.com.